green light go. That's all I know. Move all day and I never get tired. Move all day and I never give up. Move all day and I never get tired. Move all day and I never give up. Won't stop till I get that. I won't stop. Move all day and I never get tired. Move all day and I never give up. Won't stop till I get that. Won't stop till I get that. Till I get that. Get that. Get that.
我们是工匠社赛事组委会，现诚意邀请你参加比赛赛事 Ganker Arena。比赛采用人机一体对战方式，选手需使用基于 Ganker EX 骨架进行组装的机甲参赛，期待您的加入。
To live your dream, you can't lose focus. You gotta step up. You have to fight. Every minute spent, every second used, improving, adapting. DX Racer, how you win the game.
Alright guys, welcome to the 2019 WCG Finals of VR Championship, and my name is Jacko.
My name is Simon.
And I'm Remy. I'm one of the players in the tournament, now joining the commentator's desk.
Welcome now, Remy here.
Okay.
Now, I'm sure a lot of you who are watching right now know who this is. This is your old friend Remy. I'm sure you're as happy as I am because this is what we call we finally have a professional player here.
Yeah, but
Wouldn't call me
professional
that.
player. And by the way, welcome to Xi'an.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's good to be here.
Actually, this is the last game of the Loser Bracket right now. This is I heard that Remy, you know a lot about Chary.
Yes, Chary is a good friend. We've just met the other day. We've been talking over at the hotel. Us VR players, despite the fact we're all playing each other, we've all become very good friends.
Yes.
And I think this is going to be one of the most even matches we've had in the tournament. Apart from probably Dole and Derval, their match was equally, a very good sort of equal ground they were fighting on.
Let's check out the winners brackets here. The last game we can see the Saturday spread is just a bit over Remy. So this is a reality checks. It's like growing up, becoming joined to the next round. The loser brackets here you can see.
Yep.
Yeah, today Losers Bracket is coming up. We're gonna have here Chary versus TinkyWinky for this game.
Yeah. This is gonna be important game because of the Chinese players here.
Indeed, here they come.
Yeah, first of all, we have TinkyWinky coming up.
Yes, welcome TinkyWinky to the invite to this final sort of finals here. So, Tinky, what do you think about it, TinkyWinky?
I think he's the better of the two Chinese players by far, and I think he's got a good chance at beating Chary. I say that, but I'm not sure what they're going to pick. It all comes down to the divisions.
Your Chary's here from Netherlands on the EU. The second is during the qualifier record. Wow. But this is pretty good here, right? So this game will be the exciting game because this is the day 2 and it's decide who's gonna be joined the next round, who's gonna lose this tournament.
Yeah, I mean this is the final match we're gonna be broadcasting today. So and this is gonna be, I think it's gonna be a competitive one because we cannot tell by now who is going to win, who has the better chance.
I have an idea.
Oh, you have an idea.
The money is on Bradley by far. I mean,
for today, for this match.
Well, definitely he's won. It's why we're here commentating. I can't play, so I commentate instead.
It's so funny here. So, Chary, which the Remy, not Chary, mess up. Remy, which units you favor? Is
Definitely Beaumont, and I think this game has shown, this tournament rather, has shown that Beaumont is a top pick for the group. The Calliopes, which are the tanks with the rockets on them, the big bombardment of artillery, those are a key unit in winning. Obviously, Bradley thrashed me. He utterly wiped the floor with me using Nichols, which is the airborne division. They have the plane that blows up tanks, and he is an amazing player with that division. It's sort of his strategy. It's his niche.
Yes, strategy.
Yeah,
But-
I mean, for this game versus Cherry versus
I
here,
think we'll see
TinkyWinky.
another Beaumont.
Oh, really?
I'm almost certain. This map it's good for Beaumont, and so far I think, apart from 3 people, everyone's picked Beaumont.
Yes.
Yeah.
According to the 3 matches we've had today, so everyone choose U.S. infantry for the first map.
Yeah, first map and the second map will become more different because the first map maybe we're good at the ground battle or something.
Yeah, definitely. This map certainly plays towards Beaumont's strengths, but there's certain maps that are a lot more limiting on him. One of his main weapons is a long-range... Game starting here. Is a long-range...
No, we cannot talk about that.
Of course.
Yeah, this is 3-2-1, but never mind. But the
There we
games
are.
begin. Look at that.
What did I say? 2 Beaumonts. Beaumont versus Beaumont.
Yeah, just as
All right, this is the TinkyWinky we got in the red side. This is representing China versus the CharyVR representing Netherlands in the blue side. And check out.
There we
Well,
go.
yeah.
So what we've got here, we've got an early deploy. I'm quite surprised. Usually what sort of high-level players don't do is they hold all their units back at the start. They wait for the other player to put their units down first. But it looks like we've got a rush for the center with Tinky beating Chary to the center, the drop point. But if Chary can get her tank up there, she may be able to kill his artillery and his jeep.
Yes.
Which could easily tip this game. That's so a jeep and artillery, that would come out to about $17 all up. No, sorry, $16.
Wait, $16.
I think.
Wait.
No,
you
sorry,
have to
they're
count
11.
down.
They're 11. Never mind. Sorry, 15. I know math.
right.
Yeah, look at that. And the tank is only 6 for Beaumont. So there we go. She's just made traded the tank, but overall she's come out in a profit there.
Yep.
That is a big swing in Chary's favor.
So this is the main point we can see. This is the red Axial, the first. Supply is most important game.
Yeah. Early game supply is really important. We've got 25 seconds there until the supply drop. So she's just claimed it in time to make sure that she gets it and Tinky doesn't.
Yes.
yeah, just like I was wondering. So, is it important to entrench those high grounds?
So the reason why you'd want the high grounds is mainly artillery. Artillery is one of the most powerful parts of this game because it allows you to, obviously its range is really long and it allows you to hit without being shot back at. So if, because there's no healing, if a tank fights a tank, no matter how much health it loses, it'll always lose that health. So, it'll only take 2 tanks and your tank is dead. But artillery can kill lots of stuff without ever taking damage, which is why those high grounds are so important.
It's a long distance of
So
that.
you want to put artillery in a high ground?
Artillery, and then you want to guard it, which is what Tinky failed to do. His jeep wasn't enough.
As we can see, the Chary already put the
And there we go.
artillery there. There we go. This is the tower. It's going to be taken down right here.
Wow, buy some foot soldiers.
It's only 2 minutes
Well,
right now.
there's an artillery unit right there. We're 2 minutes in, 1 tower down. That tower does usually fall quite quickly on this map. It's hard to defend because it's so far out from your base, from your center area rather. But she's actually got artillery on the side, we can't see it right now, but the artillery on the side hill. So she's currently got the center and side locked down with only the top lane, which is so far undefended.
Yep. So you just focus on 1 or 2 lanes is enough.
Yeah, trying to do too many lanes and you'll spread your units too thin, and then the other player can kill 1 lane and then push through that.
Yeah.
So she's done well here to secure it.
As we can see, the CharyVR had a lot more foot soldiers here.
Yeah.
So we saw a lot of players. He would set up a lot of camps when there's a beginning. So we have a lot more foot soldier. But at the beginning, without the tank, that would be more easier to be under attack.
Yeah, definitely. Foot soldiers are really good, but you need to let them build up, and you really need to support them to get them into towers.
Right now you can see the third tower.
Third tower down.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that TinkyWinky is under a bad situation right now.
He actually has a rather close network to Chary, but it's just this map control. She's pushing into his base, she's putting pressure on him, and I don't think he can come back from this.
Yes, this attack seems pretty hard right now.
But actually, as we have seen in the previous matches, even though the situation like TinkyWinky, like right now, he's got some towers destroyed, but some player can turn the game around actually.
Yeah, definitely. More in the longer games, you have that chance to sort of hold back and turn the game around. Beaumont's very good at staying alive even when his towers are down. But sadly, he lacks Tinky's. Oh, he's just unlocked Tech 3. So he can get his Calliopes, the rocket tanks.
And we can see there's anti-tank guns here that have a long distance. And if you're good in the right position and hide, you can just steal a lot of health of these towers.
Exactly. It's perfect for sniping gun. It was actually nerfed recently, so it's less good at that now. But it's still amazing because if your enemy can't attack you, and obviously the anti-tank gun is the longest ranged weapon in the game.
Yes. So I think TinkyWinky needs to do something about it.
He needs to get his. I think more than that, he needs to get a Calliope up because Chary now has 2 that's rolling towards his base. If those get within range of his HQ, they can wipe it out in about 10 seconds.
Yes, and you can see the CharyVR already got 2 Clarities here. I can see the rocket rings. Whoa, look at damage.
There we go. Yeah, they're pushing up. Well, they're getting caught on each other, but I think if those can get within range of the HQ, this map will be over.
Pretty smart here. I think use the Clarities here, just working down, working as the downlands here. Crossing their way, he destroyed a lot of things of their high ground.
Yeah. Oh, he's just so Tinky's just produced his own Calliope as a reply. Calliope is a good counter to a Calliope, really. There's little else you can do with it. And because Charies are grouped up, they may be killed at the same time.
Yep.
We're going to see they're facing off, and let's see. Okay, one of Chary's is down, but the other is still up, and she's killed Tinky's. I think this is it.
Whoa! Wow,
it's pretty fast. Really? This is it?
I think this is it. I think she's her Calliope. Oh no, her Calliope is destroyed. He's bought some time.
Yes, and
there
we can see the Clarities here. Want to destroy these anti-tank guns here?
Yeah, bombarding. I think. Oh, she's got a tank in there, so she's got a tank in there. He's already below half health in his HQ.
Yes, and it's been taken a half.
Right now, I think Chary is trying her best to finish the game, right?
She's doing it quickly. She's pushing hard.
Yeah, this is the last game, and the last game is pretty fast. We see the previous 3 games. The last 3 games, we can see that every game lasts 20 minutes, 80 minutes, 12 minutes. Wow.
This, I think, will be over in 7 minutes. If she get that last Calliope in range.
Right, you're so sure for that then.
Yeah. It's okay, she's parking up now. Oh no, she's pulling it in. From behind that sandbag wall there, where her Calliope is currently parked, it can actually hit the HQ. The only problem is that oh no, she's killed his Calliope. I think this is it. Wow. If it starts bombarding the HQ, she's got it. Let's see.
When you just play the home base
there we go.
Yeah, there we go. Clarities can attack the home base directly.
Yeah, directly behind the wall. And there we go.
Oh, and congratulations to the Chary. Just get the first game and very short. 6:45.
Surprisingly,
that was a very good round. Yeah. I was quite surprised by how quickly she took the map. It wasn't. I was expecting a bit more of a slow gameplay there, sort of a back and forth. But she took the map control and pushed hard from the very beginning.
Yeah,
that was quite impressive.
So I think the Chary's ability here is more like stronger.
Yeah, I think she's definitely. I think better than I thought. Like I was watching her games earlier, and she's definitely quite skilled. But I just haven't seen as much of Tinky's playing, so I wasn't sure whether she would be facing off against a better opponent or a worse one. But I think I can call that Chary will win this round.
Oh,
yeah, I think it's going that way.
Well, but we still have another chance for Tinky.
I think Tinky, his main problem, he lost that early artillery, sort of the battle where he lost a Jeep and an artillery, and lost the high ground as well. If he'd held on to that, I think the game would have gone very differently.
Yeah, and I think that TinkyWinky have to change this way because he knows what Chary will do in the first game. Just like he will start from the first game, so he have to change its strategies.
Yeah, I mean, there always something like dramatic happening in all kinds of events. So I mean, anything is possible.
I'll be happy to see a turnaround.
Yeah.
All right. So I think next up we've got a smaller map. So it'll actually be it's the same one I played Bradley on just before. It's a sort of forest map, less high grounds, but there's sort of an open area in the center. Beaumont is okay on that map. He's not, there's some maps he's bad on. He's okay on that map. But I'm wondering if we're going to see a different pick this time.
Well, because we've seen some last 2 matches, and some players choose US Airborne.
Yes, that's what Bradley went with. He went with Nichols, and Nichols was very effective on the map. It wasn't, I wouldn't say it was the best map for him, Obviously he was a better player and beat
Yes.
me, but the anti-air coverage sort of because it was a smaller map, I only needed one anti-air in the center to sort of block a whole area.
Yeah.
Whereas on a bigger map, obviously he could leave and go around the anti-air or so on and so forth.
So
But-
and I think that the U.S. airborne is very counter the U.S. infantry, you know, because
Yeah,
the U.S.
yeah.
infantry doesn't have any anti-air something just like that, except anti-air jeeps there. So
Yeah.
except that you cannot just reach that high because they're flying in the sky.
Yeah, no, definitely. The U.S. airborne is a pretty strong division right now. It's hard to use, but if you're good with it, it's very, very strong.
Here you can see because it's full of surprises when you choose this force.
Oh,
you
yeah.
you can drop your forces anywhere on the map.
Exactly.
Yup.
There we go. We are in.
Yes,
All right.
this is
We've
the
actually
second.
gotten a double pick again, but not Beaumont. This time it's Galland. This is the it's the German version of Beaumont.
Yeah.
He has an a tank destroyer rather, which is almost as long ranged as the anti-tank gun, but it's a little bit further back.
Yeah.
He's also got the rocket trucks and a bomber. I believe yes, the bomber, the dive bomber rather.
I mean, this is what you choose last game, right?
no, I wasn't
No,
me.
no.
No, that was reality. I
He
believe.
was
yeah,
the
that's
reality,
reality.
yes.
Yeah.
It's quite the effective division. People think it's probably one of the better ones, probably up there with the top 3 sort of thing.
So what do you think about this unit? It's very strong underground.
These tanks are they're cheap. They're surprisingly cheap for their effectiveness. You just got to realize their main drawback is how slow they are, and that really by the time you've brought all your tanks up, your opponents can see that you're bringing in tanks, and they can just leave and drive away or fall back behind their towers. But I think we've already seen both of them get a bazooka truck up, which means we're going to have an infantry lane on the sorry, I'm not sure how to say this, on the top side. Obviously, we
Yes.
can't say left or right.
Yep. Look at it. Look at this artillery. Just Travis said, and just like you said, the artillery can just attack the other side, and
Yeah,
the basic
yeah.
attack cannot attack the
I love this right now. The tanks are hiding around the rocks.
All right, there you go.
I don't
You don't
understand.
move. I don't move. Yeah.
They weren't. Now that she's moving around, but they weren't moving around to attack each other. She's gotten an artillery up. I think she's going to win that duel. Oh no, Tinky's got his own artillery, but it's currently not deployed.
Yeah.
I think. Oh god, the trees. Oh, there we go. Oh no, this is not going Tinky's way.
Yup.
That duel's gone to Chari quite easily, and she's now got an artillery coming in to back her up there.
Yeah, because TinkyWinky.
I mean, that was obviously a mistake there because
Yeah.
he could saw the tanks coming, right?
Yeah, the biggest problem there was his artillery, basic artillery, needs to stop and then deploy before it can fire. His was still driving in when the tanks caught it, so it couldn't fire on the tanks and kill them, so he was pretty much out of luck there.
Yeah, and the
However,
point is you can see the face.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
see the face. If he just focus on the other land, you can just push it and start firing, start attack.
we've currently got a dive bomber up on both sides as well, which I think is actually going to make Chari's day quite hard. She needs to get some regular fighter planes to counter, because the dive bomber can easily kill tanks, artillery, everything quite easily. And here comes the next cargo. I'm not actually sure what that's coming in on though.
Well,
We can't see it just yet. I think it
2
might go to
minutes.
Chari.
now it's 2 minutes. Once again, this tower is been under attack, and you
Yeah.
can see this corner is controlled by 4 or 3 tanks here.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Dive bomber just ruined that. But Chari's got anti-air up, so we might see that dive bomber go down in a moment. Chari's also full up on. Oh, I think she just got the crate. There we go. Yeah, she just picked it up.
Yes. You have to
she's-
focus on this attacker.
Yeah, she's got a pretty good spread of units right now. Definitely the bazooka trucks are currently keeping that lane pushed up. But I think if this dive bomber... there we go, the dive bomber's down. Yes, yeah, I'll just check the other side. Tinky's dive bomber's down, leaving Chari with the only dive bomber, I think. If she could probably risk killing that artillery, but I'm not sure if she's going to go for it. It's within range of the
I
base.
think the killing the artillery may be more better.
Yeah, it's more that she's currently her push is being locked back by those artillery. Artillery is very effective at holding up infantry, and she would probably be able to take those towers if she could kill the artillery. But he's also got his own anti-air up there.
Yeah.
I think we're about to see a bit of a longer game here because Tinky's certainly dug in. He's defending. He's actually sort of reinforced his defenses now. That's a pretty solid line for Chari to try and break through.
So this is a point. How can the Chari just use the dive bomber to destroy the home base artillery here because the anti-air is here?
Yeah, the anti-air will definitely stop her there. I'm not sure she'll be able to kill any of them before her plane will get shot down, so...
Maybe we'll use, what do you think, how can, if you're just playing this game, that anti-air which way you will choose to destroy this anti-air?
So if I was gonna play this, I would probably try and send in my own artillery. I generally play obviously Beaumont, so I'd try and send in a Calio because that's all grouped up. But what she could use right now, and something I've not seen enough of in this tournament, is a base bombardment, which is obviously where they drop the large rocket or the lots of artillery onto a certain target. And that's a lot of money grouped up right there. You can hit the 2 artillery, the bazooka truck, a few tanks, and get them all with one big explosion. Oh, there we go. Speaking of, there goes a bombardment.
Yeah.
Is it Chari or is it Tink? I think it's Tinky's bombardment, actually.
Let's have a look. Wait and see which is starter.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Yep, launched away from Tinky's base, I believe. There we go.
Yep.
I'm not sure, it doesn't actually say it on the side, but
we're gonna see that.
yeah, but no, that was actually Tinky's launch. Unfortunately, I don't think we got to see the impact. I'm not sure where that was. But no, Tinky's actually really clawing his way back here. He's got a lot of tanks built up. He's got his artillery. I think if he can kill that tank destroyer on the top side, in the top lane, wait, not sure how Chari's truck got there.
We're
Probably
messing
shouldn't have been
over
late.
with this map right now. Yeah.
Oh, but there you go, you can see, so Chari's currently trying to snipe the towers with a tank destroyer, but I think his artillery, Tinky might be able to take it out. The real thing is that the bottom lane is currently rather empty. No one's really fighting for it. I think if Tinky sent some forces down there, he could really cause Chari some trouble.
This, I think this is the top lane here. This is the top lane.
Yeah, top lane.
Yeah, because TinkyWinky set up a lot of weapons here. What the defense?
He's pushing out now. His defense is actually he's reclaiming that center point. I think he may actually have this if he can push her lane.
And I think Chari should change the mind.
Yeah, definitely. If she could start pushing that bottom lane, she might still be able to surprise him. But right now, she's actually dropped net worth. She's only got 68 net worth on the field, and TinkyWinky's claimed 102.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, now it's 6 minutes of the game. It's turned out to be different than from the last match.
Definitely. I thought this was going to be quickly over and done, but no, Tinky's pulled this back quite well.
And now I think we can say that from any side, we cannot tell who has the major advantage here.
Yeah, I definitely agreed there. I think the real thing that now, the real issue that Tinky's going to face is now that he's left his base and he's roaming out. As you can see, Chari's still got her bombers up. She's actually got 2 of them now. And because he's not in his base, he won't have that anti-air defense.
Yeah, but the heavy tank's been destroyed by TinkyWinky. While the Chari didn't notice there's something attacking his heavy tank.
Yeah, I think she got quite distracted there. I think she was using her bombers at the time.
Yes.
We've got another crate inbound. I think it may go to Tinky this time. I'm not sure where it's landing.
Yeah, and another heavy tanks here from the TinkyWinky.
Yeah.
The most complicated of this game is you have to focus on the sky and also focus on the ground.
Yeah, it's definitely a hard thing trying to micro all of your units at once in VR. When you've got that headset on, you can only see like what you can see. It's really quite rough at times to try and focus on things.
Yeah, and it's very easy to get distracted.
Yeah, and there's no mini-map, there's no like alert that your unit's being attacked. You've got to keep looking and keep alert, which is why you can actually really effectively sneak attack people.
So we can see both of the 2 sides. If they defend well, you can see when the TinkyWinky go to pushing hard, want to go to attack.
No one's claimed that crate yet.
No one get a supply.
It's just sat there.
Yeah, I think that's something they should be doing right now because that's something that could really change the situation
At this point, I normally, because the games are so short, crates don't matter that much, but because this game has actually been extended and definitely Tinky's being pushed back again, I think crates could really make the difference here. If he could get out another tank destroyer or maybe his own bombers, I think he can actually make a chance. But right now, Chari's pushing in. She's got her own artillery up.
And all of the weapons here want to destroy everything here.
Everything's here. Those artillery
again.
are in range. I think Chari's got this. She's got her tank destroyer in the base.
Yep.
Her artillery currently aren't deployed though. They're about to be destroyed.
Oh no! What are they doing?
So what was happening there was they were trying to drive into each other and they were pushing each other.
And they stuck together.
Yeah, so they were stuck there, and because they were moving, they couldn't deploy their guns. So she was stuck there. I think, it's they've gotten into Tinky's base, but I don't think Chari will win. Or she's gotten a tank destroyer up though.
Yes.
Let's see
if there's a heavy tank with 2 basic tanks here. Maybe.
Yeah. But we're seeing a counter tank rush by Tinky here. Some sort of bombardment. I think that was Tinky just then. Away goes his rock. Yeah, incoming.
Coming.
Here we go.
Want to destroy.
There we go. Wow. Okay, that evens the defense a bit. The tank destroyer is now down, leaving it just basic tanks on the attack, but Chari's moved up to her artillery.
How much of this special attack?
Huh?
How much of the
The special attack is $28. It's the most expensive. Yeah, it's the most expensive thing in the game.
We only got 30.
Yeah, you only have 30 overall, so it's very much a thing where you've got to really invest in it.
Yeah, but definitely necessary. But right now, it's hard to turn the tides through.
It was unfortunate.
Oh.
She was already pushed in with the infantry, and I think there we go. We've called
what's
it.
coming is finally coming now.
Yeah. I was quite impressed. Tinky really pulled it back halfway through there. That was a much longer match than I thought it'd be.
There you go. Congratulations to the Chary to win this game.
Go.
The men's Chary will join the next round, but Decker Shane for the TinkyWinky will lose this tournament.
Yeah, looks like the Chinese players in this game are not very competitive.
Yeah, I admit that because I'm Chinese. This is a brand new game for Chinese.
Yeah. The game's rather fresh. It's very good, but it was very much. It just came out when we got into it and we started doing the qualifiers. But there's starting to be on Discord and in the community. There's starting to be a really good league of some of the best players.
Look at Chary's beautiful smile.
It's a victory smile.
Victory smile of that, but you can see TinkyWinky. Look at his back. A little bit sad of that.
Yeah, he's a little bit upset.
Let's check it out. The highlights here.
There we go. Oh man, Wallenberg, this map. I was surprised by how quick this went over. I can't believe the other map was shorter.
Yeah, this is a pretty smart.
And the way she pulled off this, the Calio brush was quite impressive. I was expecting her to play a lot more safer than she did. She played a lot more aggressive than I'd expect.
Yep. And we can see the TinkyWinky in the middle game, and he just pulled it back very fast and when he attacked the Chary, but the Chary just drive back in a short time. It's amazing and impressive.
It was that defense was really impressive. I think if he was a little bit more careful with his attack, if he hadn't pushed in so hard, he really could have won that game. He had the field, he had the 2 of the drop points under his control, and he'd really ruined Chary's army at that point. But he sort of pushed in and got his own units destroyed, giving her time to build back up and push out.
Yeah,
and, get in.
I think maybe he just needs more confidence.
Yeah, true. But I feel like it was there was a sort of a lack of micro from both sides there. For example, he had an issue a few times with his artillery, obviously rushing into the enemy units and getting killed. And Chary had her tank destroyer, which she was getting attacked and she didn't notice. I think people just need to keep a little bit more eyes out and a little bit more alert. Very much a very active game. Going to be swinging your head around.
So in the late game, we will see that the more possibility of the Chary being more better of that. So.
Oh yeah.
So is the result what you expected?
I wasn't actually expecting. I wasn't expecting
He
Chary
always
to
said that he expected.
I expect Chary to win.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect her to win so. Like the first map was an aggressive, easy push, and I was surprised by how well she played that. That was some very good gameplay. But I think the second map was what really took me by surprise. Was the sort of counterplay by Tinky. I was quite impressed. I thought it was from when I saw that first match.
All right, let's congratulations to the Chary. And next program is AI Masters. So let's take a break. We'll see you later.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. All right.
Much.
There you go. Good job.